It's Wednesday the 11th of December. This is the Chels Daft 5-minute Chelsea news with a difference. Chelsea have qualified for the Champions League by beating Lille 2-1 last night. Let's get cracking. So to the game last night, and Chelsea won 2-1 against Lille. 2-0 up at half time. We couldn't capitalise in the second half. After a fantastic first half display and a good 20 minutes in the second half, Chelsea dominated, created numerous openings where we should have scored, couldn't get that third goal to kill the game off, and we were made to pay. You have to say it was a good performance. The team selection was good. I expected there to be some changes and for Frank Lampard to go for the experienced side, which is exactly what he did. Kepa was in goal. Azpi was right back. You had Rudiger making his second start of the season. Great to see him back, and he had a good game alongside Kurt Zouma, who also had a good game. With left back was Emerson, who came in and did okay. The midfield three I was pleased to see. I've been saying for so long we need three players because they are our strongest part of our team. Jorginho, Kovacic, Conte, all three had a really good game. Conte was outstanding. And up top, Christian Pulisic kept his place, Mason Mount was dropped to the bench, and Willian on the right hand side supporting Tammy Abraham. And again, the three of them were busy. Abraham got his goal, Azpi scored his second goal of the group stage. Christian Pulisic was outstanding and was able to give him a bit of a rest and bring Hudson-Odoi on, who did okay when he came on. But it was good to see that we could give some players some rest, and we got through. The main thing was, no matter how it came yesterday, we just had to make sure we got 3 points. We got the 3 points. That was all important. Frank Lampard spoke after the game, and he reiterated basically what's been a theme about the state of our season so far. There's been times where Chelsea have been great for 90 minutes, but for the most part, I think you can all agree that we're good for an hour, we're good for 70 minutes, but we always have that period where we seem to take our foot off the pedal and we switch off and sit back, and it costs us, and it has done, and it nearly did again last night. And he said the first half was good, the first 20 minutes of the second half was particularly good, but we need to take more of our chances, which is something that we all know anyway. We're leaving teams slightly in the game, and that's the frustrating thing. I'm a bit tired of saying it. It's sometimes been the story of our season. He also went on to say that he knew 2-0 would be dangerous, and we needed that third goal, we just couldn't get it, but we got ourselves through, and that's the main thing. Cesar Azpilicueta spoke after the game, and he was keen to point out that the progress that we made to come through the group, having lost our first game at home to Valencia. Ajax, beaten by Valencia, are now in the Europa League. Who'd have thought that would have happened, the Champions League semi-finalists? To be with the best 16 teams in Europe is very important to test ourselves. The Champions League is where Chelsea belongs. We all knew it's going to be a tough group, and that's what we've seen. Ajax were in the semi-finals last year and now out of the competition. We had to recover from the first loss against Valencia at home. We needed a near-perfect last 5 games, and we've done well. Now we have to put it to one side. We know we're going to be in the draw for the last 16, and we need to be focused on the Premier League and the FA Cup that starts in January. He also spoke and was keen to point out the fact that what Lampard said, we need to make sure we're consistent throughout 90 minutes, and that's important. So, the final set of group games in the Champions League will take place this evening, but there are already 14 teams through and qualified, with 2 teams remaining to nick second place in their group and qualify. Now, the 8 group winners are already done and dusted, so Chelsea know who we're going to get in the draw for the next round. Now, potential opponents in the next round is quite daunting, but this is a Champions League, and this is what these big nights are all about. Group winners: Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juve, RB Leipzig, Liverpool, Man City, Paris Saint-Germain, Valencia. Now, obviously, last 16, I believe in the last 16 you can't be drawn against the English side, so we're going to avoid Liverpool, Man City, we're going to avoid Valencia because they're in our group, so our opponents will be Barca, Bayern Munich, Juve, Leipzig or PSG. I know Leipzig will be marvellous, but this is the Champions League, you've got to play these big sides. So to other news now on this extended video, and Roman Abramovich has turned down an offer from the owner of the LA Dodgers in the States. A US financier, Todd Boehly, made an offer reportedly over $3 billion for Chelsea, but it was rejected by Roman Abramovich, as once again he signals his intention to be fully focused on our football club and to be as involved as possible, even though he operates from another country. New contract information. Yesterday was Reece James, today Fikayo Tomori. Chelsea are looking to get these two tied down to new long-term deals, both of them having made great impressions so far this season. Just to reiterate what's been going around the press the last few days and what we all know already, there are 3 players potentially leaving Chelsea next month: Olivier Giroud, Pedro and Marcos Alonso, as featured yesterday. Antonio Conte wants Alonso at Inter Milan. Olivier Giroud is wanted by clubs in La Liga, also in Liga in France, and also the Premier League. And of course Pedro. And Pedro's been talking recently of the situation with his future, and he revealed that there has been interest and offers from other clubs. And he said, yes, there are offers, there's always clubs interested, and that's a joy. No one knows what can happen. I still have years to play, but you're thinking about what things are going on. I'm running out of contract at Chelsea, I'm free and we'll see what happens. So it seems as though he's not going to get a new deal and he will leave Chelsea. So whether or not Chelsea decide to cash in on him in January or let him run down his contract is yet to be seen. But 3 players are looking to go in January. Some more on players we could possibly sign, and Nathan Ake again is being linked with Chelsea, and this contract clause we've got of 40 million puts us in the driving seat despite the fact Man City want to sign Nathan Ake. Will Nathan Ake be a decent signing for Chelsea to come in? Who would he replace? I think Ake is someone that will be possibly next summer. I can't see anything being done in January. And there's one story that's doing the rounds today, and it's a little bit out there, you have to say, but apparently Chelsea and 5 other clubs are looking at the situation with Neymar at PSG. Neymar has made it clear that he wants to leave the club. Also, Kylian Mbappe is talking about moving. But it looks as though Chelsea are with a number of different teams that have sounded out the availability of Neymar. That's it from me in this different news video, just me talking with little bits and pieces appearing on screen. Let me know if you like it by posting your comments in the comments section below or on my website. And while you're there, follow me social media, Chelsea Daft, Facebook and Twitter, the website chelseadaft.org. If you like the video, please hit the like button for me. In fact, smash the hell out of that like button and then subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. But make sure you also click the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of these videos that come out. Thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. See you all tomorrow.